Good afternoon. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this first session of CV Hydro's Soilless Journey ahead in 2022. We have with us Lieutenant Commander CV Prakash, sir, who joined right now. And we have about 27 people among the all registered participants who've joined, and we are waiting for a few more people to join in. So bear with us for 5 more minutes, and then we can kickstart the session. My name is Rajiv. You might see my ID name as CV Sir's full name, but my name is Rajiv. I'm administering the session, and the host for the session is CV Sir. So he'll be with you very soon.
Rajiv, where is the native of CV sir? Where is other information about him?
Yeah,
Where,
we'll definitely have the information shared when we introduce him very soon. So
okay,
please be patient. Thank you.
okay.
Rajiv, I'm here. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join. I see people are joining now. Just
Okay.
5 minutes. Three more minutes and we shall start the session. While we are waiting for a few more people to join, I would like to lay down certain rules. So I would request you all to be on mute so that we can have a very good listening experience. If you are and if you also would like to use your video, use it when you would like to ask a question. When we break into a Q&A session, I would suggest you all to stop your videos to have a good the video streaming experience, because when we all use our videos, sometimes the bandwidth gets impacted. So you may turn the video off now. So when it is the time to ask questions, you can come on video and ask your questions. No problem with that. Thank you. And one announcement, we have a WhatsApp group that was created for everybody as part of the registration process. So I think we have about 25 people who joined that WhatsApp group out of the 85 people who registered for this session. And we have so many people who are yet to join the WhatsApp group. The purpose of the WhatsApp group is to keep you informed about the updates and notifications. I've dropped the link in the chat box of this Google Meet session. You can use that link to join our WhatsApp group. The other reason why we would request you to join that WhatsApp group is because if this is our first live meeting or meetup session on Google Meet for this year. Last year and in 2020, we've been using Zoom, but from this year, we've started using Google Meet, and this is the first session on Google Meet. We might have some issues after 1 hour. If the session is extended beyond 1 hour, I would be sharing another link on the WhatsApp group. But I believe that this won't end right away. So in case if that happens, you can use the link dropped in the WhatsApp group. So I request you all to join our WhatsApp group to be informed, to get the updates for the future and next steps for further communication. So that's about the announcements part. I think this is all we have right now at this moment in terms of announcement. We have about 42 people, including myself and CV sir. And I think it's good time to start. It's a good quorum to start. Thank you again. Thank you all for joining in very early on this session. I know I'm going to repeat this one more time. I saw a few people who joined at 1:30 in the afternoon, so I really appreciate that, being well before time. So thank you for that. And this session, as you all know, this is our first session, CV Hydro's first session for the new year, for 2022, Soilless Journey Ahead for CV Hydro in 2022. And CV sir would be sharing a lot of updates. So I'm sure a lot of people, you already know who CV is and what CV Hydro is all about. But for the people who do not know, I would like to give you a small introduction. CV sir, or he is known as CV sir or CV, but his full name is Commander CV Prakash. He is a ex-Navy officer who served the Indian Navy for 14 years. And he sailed around about 64 countries. Then he went to Australia and he's worked like a grower, a farmer in Australia with 8 years of experience in Australia. He came to India in 2008 and he pioneered the soilless horticulture and hydroponics subject. He's also known as the hydroponics man of India, and he's backed up by 21 years of experience in this domain. So I call him the maverick of this industry, and otherwise in the spiritual world also I get to learn a lot from him, from spirituality side, not just. And being with him since June 2020, I've learned about 40% of theory behind the soilless horticulture, and that enables me to answer a lot of questions from people like you who joined today. So I'm very happy and very proud to be associated with CV sir and CV Hydro. He it belongs to Kerala. I think CV sir, you can correct me if I'm wrong. His father's side belongs to a district in Kerala named Palakkad, and his mother's family belongs to Cochin, Ernakulam. And so he's from Kerala. Kuldeep Vermaji, that answers your question to begin with. And he's been training students a lot. In so far, he's trained about 12,000 plus students in India and abroad. And this mission was started in 2020 with his R&D efforts, the mission Turmeric that we are referring to. In 2020, unfortunately, we all went through the pandemic lockdown and a lot of restrictions, due to which in CV sir's training and R&D center, the existing students had to go back home and nobody was there. And new students were not enrolling because of the lockdown issues. And during that period, CV sir had enough time, and that's when he started the research and development on turmeric. His intention was to improve the crop quality, the crop yield and quality. And by 2020 December, he screamed like alchemist screamed, "Eureka, Eureka!" He found it. So he found some breakthrough results in December 2020, and he launched the mission Turmeric in 2021. So it's been more than a year now. We've spent a great amount of time, great, amazing experiences, meeting different kinds of people, reaching out to people, training people. So I'm not going to take much of a time introducing further. I would ask CV sir, request CV sir to start off with this first grand finale of 2022 before he drives into the sunset of his professional journey. CV sir, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Rajiv. Good day to everyone. Good afternoon, India, and it's good evening, Melbourne, Australia, where I am right now. And belated Happy New Year to everybody. It's the third year into Mission Turmeric for me, and I just added some ginger to taste this year. So Mission Turmeric 2021 is now called as Haldrak 2022, Haldi plus Adrak. So both of them belong to the same family, and Ginger was complaining that you left me out, and that's not right, and things like that. So I gave him a chance. I said, okay, you're also in, boy. And it's been a wonderful journey for me in terms of turmeric, and for that matter, ginger. I have always been doing it, but never thought of doing it as a very specialized way till COVID hit in 2020 beginning. So having said that, I did my research in 2020 with a variety of turmeric that I could get called the Salem variety, which comes from Erode in Tamil Nadu. To be honest with you, I'd never ever grown the Salem turmeric in my life, but that's the only turmeric I could lay hands on at that time. A friend of mine sent me about 15 kilos of turmeric from Bombay. I don't know where he got it from. And he said, CV, why don't you try it out? So I said, okay, I'm going to do that for you. And the journey began in right earnest. And I'm a person, I believe that if I take up something, I must see it to its logical conclusion. And that's the way I began my journey with turmeric. And by December 2020, we got some amazing results. Many of you must have already watched some of my videos on Ask CV Hydro, our channel on YouTube. And we got the highest yield from a grow bag of 8.13 kilograms, which was path-breaking to say the least. Although I was not so happy with that yield because I had to go through several challenges during the time of COVID, not getting the right biopesticides on time, sometimes not getting my enzymes on time. Logistics played hell during that time. But even then, with all that, we achieved that 8.13 highest from a grow bag. And then we sent, in the 6th month itself, we sent the turmeric for testing at the laboratory. And normally Salem variety does not give more than 3% curcumin content. We achieved 5.91% in a matter of 6 months. Having said that, so I said, I believe that know-how is of no use unless you do how and show how. So mostly what happens in our country is that everything remains at lab level. All the achievements remain at the lab level. They rarely reach the farmer on land. So I said lab to land is the next move. So we launched Mission Turmeric in January 23rd, 2021. And it's been an amazing journey. Like Rajiv just said, we met some of the most amazing people. We conducted 7 different boot camps in different parts of India. We had 23 growers on our side, growing in 500 and 1,000 square feet just to get their hands dirty and learn the hard way. And we had 3 projects, which are 1-acre projects. Of course, they were my old students who had some knowledge of soilless agriculture. And it's been a very, very interesting journey. But this is my 3rd year into turmeric and, of course, ginger. I've done even 10.5 kilos per grow bag in many years ago. So both of them belong to the same, literally the same family. So we are going to be introducing ginger as well. Not to take too much of time, the beauty of why ginger, why turmeric was because you see most of the people who are going behind crops that are perishable, they tend to suffer because anything happens, like say, for example, when COVID happened, if you had tomatoes, you could not even sell them. You had anything, watermelon, you couldn't sell them because logistics got affected. But if you have a crop that you can preserve for a longer period of time in the right conditions, these also happen to be what we call as cash crops. So the thing is, how do
okay.
we...
That is what I'm doing now.
Would you all please mute?
Yeah, that is what I'm doing now. I could read the text at least. Okay.
Kindly mute mics, everybody.
Please be on mute.
Okay. So the journey has been wonderful in the sense that, so we decided that we must help farmers to increase their incomes. It really doesn't matter what you grow, but the question is how much are you going to make out of it? So we noticed that with this kind of yield that we can get, with this kind of curcumin content we can get, and there are several possibilities in curcumin, in turmeric and ginger. It's not just about curcumin. Everyone's running behind this curcumin all the time. Turmeric or ginger both have excellent potential, not only in India, but around the world. It's a shame that India produces 80% of the world's turmeric. However, we still import turmeric for extraction of curcumin, which is really bad. So I decided that I'm going to take this to the land, and we have actually taken it on land. And out of our 23 growers, our commercial growers have also done extremely well. One of them had to start late because he acquired the land only by the end of June last year. But in 6 months, he just sent me a report last week with pictures, with his turmeric all washed and cleaned on a scale, weighing scale. and he's achieved close to 3.9 kilograms in 6 months. And for a person who's an engineer who has never ever grown anything in his life, and he took help from me. Of course, I was consulting for him commercially, and he's done a splendid job. So he is going to be delaying a little bit his harvest by about 15-20 days or maybe a month by February end. And imagine if he had started on time, he would have possibly reached that magic figure of 7 to 8 kilograms. We are sending his turmeric for lab reports once he does the slicing and drying. And also, interestingly, in this Mission Turmeric 2021, we had created end-to-end connectivity for people. And that is, you need to first understand that everything starts with the seed. So we found some of the best seed suppliers. We brought them onto our core group. And then we had myself out there to help with all the agronomy and the consulting part. And of course, post-processing, we also have we also did free webinars, open webinars with some of the very big buyers in India, like, for example, Sami Labs Bangalore and AK Traders and others in Kerala, many of them who were really, really looking forward to some world-class turmeric. See, here I'm not teaching people how to grow turmeric. People have been growing turmeric for the last 5,000 to 6,000 years in India, but here we are trying to help people to grow a world-class turmeric. While I speak, I keep visiting various health pharmacy shops, and when I look at the turmeric curcumin capsules, 30 of them selling at $29 and $30, I always keep thinking, why is it that we, as biggest producers, cannot actually extract the curcumin, make the capsules, and sell it worldwide? What is happening is all our turmeric curcumin is extracted, it goes to other countries, it gets encapsulated and sold as gel in gelatin form or in capsule form. So we have a splendid opportunity. But remember that entering into agriculture, especially people on this meeting, some of you might be already in agriculture, you know how easy or hard it is to grow plants. It is not a matter of 1, 2, 3. It definitely needs a lot of skill. And that is the reason why last year, I always tell people not to start in a very huge way, because unless you have the skill, you are not able to, take the crop to the genetic potential. So first comes, as we say, Saraswati, and then follows Lakshmi. If you go to Lakshmi directly and ask for money, she'll say, first learn. That means she'll send you back to Saraswati ji to learn and come back. So my way of taking this forward is a mission. It's a part of a larger vision. And I always ask people to start small. Small means if you've never done planting, if you've never done any of those things, you can take heart, because I'm there to help you. We have various programs that we started last year. Most of the people who were new to it, we told them that do not start on a very big scale. Start with 500 square feet, 1,000 square feet. Learn the whole thing, understand a complete crop. Only then you can move to a slightly larger commercial pilot after 1 year. So out of these 23 of our growers, 20 growers were growing in 500 and 1,000 square feet. And to be honest with you, about 5 or 6 of them have done remarkably well. And they have also been able to get some really good yields. And for newcomers who did not know anything and took my help all the time, and it's all about hard work on your side and continuous reporting that is needed for me. And if you keep communicating with me literally on a daily basis, and for all our growers, and also we had the watch and learn program. So some people could not get into growing in time. So they said, no, we don't want to grow, but we would like to get information, what others are doing in the growers group, what's happening in the turmeric field. So they joined the watch and learn program. We'll discuss more about it as we move forward, how one can enter in different ways into this field. So like I said, turmeric and ginger are cash crops, and you can post-process them. It's not that, again, like I said, it's not about curcumin alone. You post-process turmeric into different ways. You can make pickles out of it. You can make turmeric-based beverages. And especially after COVID, the world has understood the value of immunity. And here in Australia, anyone I talk to, second person says, oh yeah, your turmeric is very nice. We should have that because you guys have it. That's why you're much better off compared to us, which is true. So turmeric, ginger, these are all what you call life-giving spices, and they've been there for a long time. The world scenario is extremely good, and the demand for good quality turmeric has gone up by 40% worldwide during the entire last 2 years of COVID. So there is a great potential. So you all are most welcome to join in, and this is the right time, exact time for joining in for those interested to enter into this field. Some of you may already have some agricultural knowledge, and some of you may not have it. So we have different kinds of programs. So you can join our growers group, and the growers group is basically you will set up in your own area based upon instructions given by me, and you will be supplied every single material that is needed. We will point you out to the places where you can buy your seed rhizomes, and there is a Excel sheet which has 64 different parameters that you need to keep reporting at various intervals. It could be daily, weekly, midweek, it could be fortnightly, it could be monthly, it could be 2 monthly, and we will be very happy to share that with the people once they have joined our growers group. So you know to what extent we monitor the parameters that are needed to be monitored for helping our growers wherever they are. Incidentally, there are places where which are not famous for turmeric at all. They are not geotagged in any manner. But the best part that happened is in our growers group, we had people from all over the place, right from Noida in the north, right down to the in south in Chennai, Bombay, in Kolhapur, in different places. And we could see that turmeric was indeed growing very well, even in places hitherto unknown as far as turmeric and ginger is concerned. So we are very, very happy that our Mission Turmeric has, in the second year where we took it to land from the lab, has done remarkably well. So that's one good news, and we'll be only happy to introduce you to some of those growers. If you need, you can just talk to Rajiv, and Rajiv will be very happy to share that with all of you, share their details. Okay, so the commercial projects, like I said, also was done by people who, they were my students, and they were new to turmeric and ginger. And thanks to their regular communication and things like that, some very good results have happened. Rajiv, if you don't mind, if you can share Niharika's latest analysis report that she got for her Chenna Salem and Vaigaon turmeric, I'll be thankful. Over to
Sure,
Rajiv
sir.
for 2 minutes, yeah. And then I'll
One
explain.
second. 1 second. I'm sharing my screen now.
Thank you.
Are you all able to see the screen? If you're seeing it, please say yes in the chat box.
Yeah, so this is our student who was doing turmeric and ginger along the Maharashtra-Gujarat border, close to Valsad, Vapi, that area. And as you can see, Chenna Salem she tested in her 8th month, and Chenna Salem has come back with curcumin content of 6.5%, and that is for the finger rhizome. And the Vaigaon finger rhizome has come back with 4.54%, which is also good. And Vaigaon mother rhizome has returned 5.64. So this is really good. And she hasn't completed her harvest as yet, but from a few grow bags, when we took the average weight, it is showing anywhere between by the end of January, by the end of February, she would possibly reach about 5 to 5.5 kilograms per grow bag. And it's not too bad, because considering that a person is doing it for the first time commercially, she's done an extremely good job. And in between, I remember her father had a heart problem and things like that. In spite of that, she's done a good job. So this is one of the reports, the latest reports that we've got from what we call from one of our commercial growers. And then there are other growers as well. After this is over, this meeting is over, you can request Rajiv, and we will be happy to send you more details about how the other growers are doing. Some of them will be harvesting close to the first week of February, some in the mid of February, because they started a bit late. And we will be very happy to share that information as well. The best part is that like the biggest problem in India for farmers is that I can grow something, but who will buy? Now, this is always the worry, and this is not a worry only in India. It's anywhere in the world, really. If you may have a lot of crop, you may have good yield, you may have good quality, but if you don't have the right buyer, then obviously you got a problem. So, as far as turmeric is concerned, turmeric has different. You can grow turmeric and do post processing. As I said, right here in Australia, I just bought a small bottle of turmeric pickle. Basically turmeric sliced and kept in vinegar, nothing great about it, but I paid $3 for a small little bottle of turmeric, which must be just hardly 20 grams or 30 grams just sliced and put into vinegar. So you can make beverages out of it. You can make just haldi powder, and as you know, haldi is also used in cosmetic industry. It is also used in religious festivals and other things. So haldi, even in marriages, haldi is used. So there are so many different ways that you can sell haldi. It's not only about curcumin content. One more thing that I need to tell all of you is, don't get carried away by what you read on the internet, what you read in articles in papers and here and there, where people say, oh, lacadong turmeric, so much percent, this and that. You must understand, although turmeric, turmeric has many varieties of turmeric exist. And it is not that one turmeric, if it does well in Lacadong in Meghalaya, it necessarily has to do very well in another place. So the choice of or variety that you choose is also based upon what are your local conditions. And don't get carried away by people who say that, this much you'll get and that much you'll get. It also depends on your horticultural skills. It depends on the management skills that you have, how much time you spend with your crop. That makes the biggest difference. And many people think that it is just one monofactorial thing like nutrient, or it's only sunlight, or it's this or that makes a plant grow. It's actually not true. There are several factors, biotic factors, abiotic factors, which affect plants: pest and disease management, nutrition management, climate management. So many different things play a role, especially as we all know, we are living in the times of global warming. So the challenges are far, far more. Having said that, it does not mean that we do not try. So every one of you who would like to enter into haldi, or even for that matter adrak for this year, there are some great varieties that can be grown, and there definitely is a very good market. And like I can see, I've been following the news, I can see there's a big potential for India's economy to become one of the biggest powers in the world, and we can all enjoy the bounty of having very good agricultural crop that can just not be sold in India, but it can be exported as well. There are buyback possibilities. There are companies that are willing to buy back your turmeric, either as a wet rhizome or a dry rhizome, and they are also happy to buy it if it has, especially pharma companies, if it has more than 5% curcumin content, if it has no heavy metals and things like that. They're more than happy to buy the turmeric that you grow, because here, when you grow in soil less, we have what you call done a research, done a lab testing last year in 2020 December, and we found that the turmeric had no microbiological contamination, no heavy metals, no fertilizer, excessive fertilizer residue. So that makes the life of pharmaceutical companies much easier, because the process of extraction of curcumin becomes much more easier for them. So there exists a great possibility. And here you should also understand, Mission Turmeric is not me and an individual. It is all of us who come together and do things in such a way that we work as a team. The last year has been just amazingly wonderful. We had people, 23 growers. We had almost 25 watch and learn program people. All of them know each other, and it's so wonderful. We create families and we work together. It's very important that we all work together, and this is a mission for all, and we work as a team. It's not about me or you, it's about us. So there is a very, very good possibility of taking this forward for all of you. Those of you who are new to it, I would ask you to start small. We have all the help for you as far as agronomy is concerned, all kinds of all the consultancy that you need for it. We have very simple packages, and I believe that agriculture must be done in the simplest form, not in any complicated form. So mine is Maruti 800 farming, and I don't believe in Rolls Royce farming. Right. So the other thing is that this year the growers are lucky because we have two very good clients of ours who got soilless turmeric, and their rhizomes are perfect because they come with no microbiological problems, no fungal attacks, and all the growers who enter into this field, be they even if somebody wants to go commercial as well, for them we have sufficient amount of good, clean seed rhizomes. One of the biggest problems, I've spoken to a lot of people, scientists and directors at spices research stations in different parts of India. Their biggest problem is, where do we get clean seed material? So that has been completely taken care of. There's no problem. We have enough and more haldi with us this year for everyone who wants to start growing and learning how to grow haldi. Okay. Right. So Mission Turmeric, as I said, has become Haldrak or Haldi and Adrak. So either or you can grow them. There's no problem. My first client in near Gujarat is also doing Adrak in quarter acre, and they're doing Mahima ginger, which is a very good ginger and gives very high gingerol content for the pharmaceutical industry. So we have come to a point where we have the possibilities of very high yield, no pesticide residue, no heavy metal traces, no excessive fertilizer residue, and no microbiological contamination. Right. So this year is going to be, like they say, God willing, my last year of physical presence in my profession in India. And I propose to move back to Australia where my family is after 13 long years. And so I would want every one of you to make the maximum use of me while I'm here. And the more we have people this year joining into the Mission Turmeric or Haldrak 2022, I'm here to give all my best like I always do. And I promise you that we can take this forward to the next level. Right. So I have created various different offerings for different kinds of people. There are people who cannot actually get into growing this year, but they don't have to worry. We have the Watch and Learn program, wherein we will be sharing all the information of whatever is happening with the growers group of this year and last year with the Watch and Learn program people. So they get prepared mentally, and they also get enough information and knowledgeable so that they can possibly enter into the growers group next year, and that way we will be able to move forward. As you know, in Bangalore, we have one of its kind in Asia. We have a very spectacular 3-month training program in Soilless Horticulture. It's a 90-day straight practical training program where you show me, where my students have to show me 30-40 crops right from seed to harvest. And that's a normal hydroponics course. We have also introduced this year a 9-month training program in turmeric and ginger. A 9-month training program, it means that a person can stay with us, be with us for 9 months and learn the complete cycle. But I'm not sure how many of you will have 9 months, but you can come and go if you like. And you will also be part of the growers group in that process. So you will be able to learn as much as possible. Also, the commercial consulting this year, I'm giving a straight 50% off to anybody who has joined this webinar. I'm giving a straight 50% off on my consulting program, and more details can be taken from Rajiv. Rajiv, please share the details after this meeting is over. And those of the people entering who are in this meeting who would like to do commercial cultivation, maybe quarter acre, half acre, or any of those things, please extend them my 50% discount. I'd be only too happy to help them out. So as far as all the materials are concerned, world-class materials are supplied by CV Hydro, which our clients are using already, the 500,000 square feet and 1 acre clients. So that is also available to everybody. And for those who want to dirty their hands and learn in a small way, we have the 500 square feet and the 1,000 square feet pilot learning projects. So we will guide you right from the day one, right from where you get your seeds, and take you through the entire journey of 9 months for turmeric crop. So, and like I said, for those who want to just join the Watch and Learn program, you're most welcome to join the Watch and Learn program. So this is the basic thing. So in this 1 year from February now till end of next February, this is the right time to enter, because mostly the planting of turmeric starts from anywhere from April end right up to beginning of June, depending on which part of India you are in. But you must remember that planting on time is very important, because if you don't plant on time, what happens is turmeric and ginger, these are two crops that actually go through a bit of the summer season when they need a lot of light in the vegetative stage. Then they also need to go through an entire rainy season. And after the rainy season, they go into a little bit of the winter season, and then they go dormant, and then it's ready for harvest. So if you start anytime now, you are well in time. You can get everything organized and be ready to go and ready to plant by end of April or beginning of May. There may be some exceptions in some places where people can even start mid-May or third week of May as well. So that is those are the details. Now, Rajiv, I would request you to also bring out your Excel sheet, which talks about, for those interested in the commercial side, and show everybody that Excel sheet which has for 1 acre, half acre, quarter acre, and so that everybody gets a general idea as to how much it costs and those kind of things. Over
Sure,
to
sir.
you.
Sure,
Thanks,
sir.
Raj.
One moment. Sharing my screen now. If you can see the screen, please say yes in the chat box. Great. Thank you so much.
Great.
Sir, you
Thank
might
you so
want
much.
to take this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Please mute your microphones, all of you. This is in error where my cursor is. It should be quarter acre. If you look down, you can see the different tabs. This is for a quarter acre, which calculation this Rajiv will be sharing with all of you. We also did some great amount of research to find out who are the people who can supply shade net houses at a reasonable price, and we zeroed in on a person called Ramesh who works in Maharashtra. They do a good job as far as shade house is concerned. And as you know, the prices of steel, iron and steel went up, skyrocketed last year during COVID times due to various world problems, logistics, and God knows what. And what used to be around 13, 14 lakhs for an acre of shade house has jumped to almost 24, 25 lakhs today. But having said that, for a 1 acre project, you can see we are able to get shade houses through this gentleman who's good, who's a professional, and he's from Pune. We'll be happy to introduce this particular person to all of you. And you have you can choose who you like. But as of now, we've been able to keep the price down for an acre with drip irrigation and fogger system to around 18.5 lakhs. So we have one person who is already I'm consulting for, Sunil from Dubai. He is gone with Ramesh. You can talk to Ramesh directly and make your agreement or deal with him directly, because we are not into shade house or foggers or drip systems. But yes, we'll be monitoring what they're giving you, and as a part of consultancy, that's my job to make sure that they're giving you the right stuff. So for 1 acre project, we are looking at close to 34.3 lakhs here, which you should be able to, if you do a good job, you should be able to retrieve your money. Like they say in agriculture, if you get your money back in 3 to 4 years, you're doing wonderful. So we have that, and then we also have for half acre, and we also have for the quarter acre. So half acre, again, here you can see it comes to about 19.5 lakhs. This is again, remember, the shade house costings are without subsidy. So it depends on what subsidy you get in your state. So this is without the subsidy. So if you get subsidy, your price will come further down. And then we have the turmeric quarter acre. As we mentioned, it comes to about 11.7 lakhs. And again, Rajiv will be very happy to share this with you. And if you have any questions or anything, just put them on the group, and I'll be very happy to help you all with that. Right. So then we have the market pre and post. What like I said, we have some buyers. So one of the buyers had last year given some numbers here saying that this is what the prices they will buy. So they are ready to buy wet rhizomes or just harvested rhizomes if it's in a finger form for 18 rupees kilo. If it's in mother rhizome, then 20 rupees kilo. Although I would think this is the lowest you can get, but there would be buyers who will buy at much higher prices if your quality is really good. So if you have dry polished rhizome, now you must understand there's something called wet to dry recovery ratio. So depending on which variety of turmeric you grow, you will find it can be anywhere between 18% to even 22% dry recovery ratio. That means if you have 100 kg of wet rhizome, when it's dried, it can be brought, it comes down to about 18 to 22 kilos, depending on the variety. But yes, last year the prices of dry polished rhizomes in places like Satara, Sangli went up to even as high as 240, 250 rupees per kilo, which is just astonishing. Because what happened was last year and last year there was monsoons played havoc, and a lot of crop was destroyed, and there was a shortage of good of rhizomes in the market. So these are for the Vaigaon, Chana Salem, and ACC Pragati varieties. We have given here different notes. All this will be shared by Rajiv if you like. You just have to request Rajiv after this call, and if you're on the WhatsApp group, he'll be very happy to share it for all of you. Like I said, post-processing, you can go for extraction of curcumin. You can go for extraction as turmeric powder, turmeric sweets, turmeric beverages, cosmetics, or just raw turmeric as health food, like boiling and having raw turmeric tea every day. Even that is a good vertical in business. So turmeric and ginger both have extremely good possibilities in the coming future. And the best part is you can store both of these as much as even 3 to 4 years if you want to. And if you have holding capacity, you can sell it when the prices are high. You have very good opportunity within India itself and a very good export potential. So as far as marketing is concerned or buyback is concerned, we can introduce you directly to the buyers. We have no commissions or any such thing in that. We are very happy to put you on directly to buyers, and you're most welcome to sell to them. So there's no issues at all. And for those of you who would like to go for the growers group, you're most welcome to join into the growers group. We also have small formats. You can see here, this is the little kit that I supply to everybody. And we also have a small consulting fee for the entire nine months. When I say 9 months, it's not just exact 9 months. It could be even as high as 11 months. So you're just in time. For those of you who want to learn, we have 2 formats, 500 square feet, and we have 1,000 square feet. So you can, for those of you in this year who would not want to expose too much on the finances, but would like to learn, I'm here to teach you, because one of the things that I do as part of my vertical is I'm a skill builder. So I can help you with the skill building, and I can take you on the right path. So for any one of you who are interested to get into the growers group, you're most welcome. And then we have the watch and learn program, and we have complete bundle, Mission Turmeric, my videos, teaching bundles, and other things. You will also remember, all of you who are in the grower group or in the watch and learn group, you are all welcome to come for my Bangalore boot camp, which I'll be doing somewhere in April. You're most welcome to come there and participate. You're most welcome to come at any time of the year, any number of times, any number of days you come. I have no problem. You're most welcome to come and partake and see what is happening with our turmeric and ginger, which we normally grow in my training center and my R&D center. So that's all part of the it's all part of our offerings, and our idea is not just do something roughshod, or the idea is to take it to the logical conclusion. For all those of you who are interested, this is the right time. Believe me, agriculture is the key for everything, and as we move forward in the times to come, it's going to be more challenging, but those who are in agriculture definitely have a very good future, and I'm here to help you. And I'm now ready to take any questions that you have, any doubts that you have. I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. So guys, thank you very much for taking part in this meeting. We have about 50 to 55 people on board at this time. Thank you so much. And let's take Mission Haldi. Like I say, Haldi Kranti Zindabad. So join us in our third year. I am here with you, and I need you as well to make this mission astounding success. Our work is known right up to the highest levels of agriculture ministry in the center. Dr. What's his name? I forget his name suddenly. He's the senior most secretary in the IAS. And,
Dr. Dalwai.
Dr. Dalwai. They all know the work, IIHR and IISR, Indian Institute of Spice Research, everybody, and everyone's watching us very closely, and they're all asking us, how did you manage to do this? So join me in Mission Turmeric, or Haldrak, as I call it, Haldrak 2022. And with you, I'm sure we can make this mission very successful. Remember, we work as a team. I build families of farmers. I make you all good friends with each other. We will have our boot camp in April. I'm returning to India on the 17th of February, and I hit the ground running. And I would like to have as many people among you to join us in any capacity or any format that you like. You can join on the 500 or the 1,000 square feet. And if anyone of you want to be a little more audacious and still go for a quarter acre or a half acre, I'm with you. There's no problem. And I must tell you that we would be doing a turmeric project in Orissa. That's again a student of mine called Swadhin, not yet started. So we should be beginning that project. It's about 4.7 acres. And as that happens, as and when that happens, I'll be very happy to continuously share data about the commercial. And when the commercial programs are going on, I will invite you, I will take you personally, and I'll also show you commercial farms, how they operate, what happens there, what are the challenges faced by the farmers, so that you will get a hands-on experience. And if some of you want to really even work on a farm for a while, spend some time, I'll be happy to talk to my clients and help you to. I want you all to be extremely good farmers, and I want to make money and be profitable farmers. But remember, nothing is easy in the world, be it farming, be it flying a fighter jet. You all have to start from the first step. And I'm here, and I have a clear roadmap as far as any of the agricultural pursuits are concerned. Like I said, I'm a Maruti 800 guy. I don't believe in doing things very big in the beginning. I ask people to start small, and that is why our mission has come to the third year. Had it not been that way, I don't think we would have crossed our first year itself. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for participating in my this meeting. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm handing over the mic back to Rajiv. And Rajiv, you can coordinate the questions, and I'll be happy to answer. And any questions any of you have at any time, please do not hesitate to ask on the group. If you're feeling shy, you're most welcome to send it as a personal message. But I would ask everybody to ask all questions on the group, so that everybody gets to hear the answers to somebody's question. There are no silly questions. It's okay to ask any question. So I am a very accessible person. you can call me, or if you don't get me, at least message me, but I'll make sure that I'll answer you before I go to sleep. Those of you who are already here on this group, on this meeting, who know me from beginning, like Vinay, I think is there, my Tumkur client, I can see he is very much there on this meeting. Hi Vinay, how are you? Right. So they all know that moment they ask a question, they do get their answer, even if it's 12 o'clock at night. I make sure that I answer their questions.
Right, sir.
So,
Sorry
so
that I unmuted little late.
no
So,
problem, Vinay. Vinay, would you like to just say how your experience has been, so that the rest of our team members here can also, get motivated by you, Vinay?
it's an amazing journey. It's an amazing journey. Lots of learning. I would say that learning is the key here. So that's something which everybody has to experience. And yeah, so being with the nature and also talking to the plants is what something you'll definitely learn and then allow to doing that as well. So
Right.
CV,
So,
I already say that he is indispensable. So anyway, that's something which you will all experience it soon, I guess.
yeah. And
CV
Vinay,
sir,
yes, Raju.
thank you, sir. Because I'm in the hospital and I have to go out, so
Oh,
I
no
would like
problem.
to thank you so much. And it's really inspiring journey and story. I can say I'm engineer currently working in Abu Dhabi, oil and gas sector, and I love actually. I have farm also on the land, and in my childhood I was also doing some parcel work, helping the parents. But after that, become engineer, never get chance again to do any such work. But I would like to love and future my retirement life to do and spend into farming with the natural environment, in the organic things. And I have lot of videos shown on the hydroponics as well as the turmeric farming. And currently inquiring with the Agro, maybe you heard the name, which is doing the same turmeric farming in the vertical way. And they are claiming even 100-acre land farming can be done into 1 acre land area. So I'm not sure about the outcome and figures, but it's really exciting to hear. And because it's in our area, I'm from the Saurashtra, Gujarat side, and there is a lot of shortage of the water and the manpower resources. So many of my relatives are doing still in the farming, and they have facing a lot of problems. So such kind of the project, it should really give the result and good earning potentiality. I would love to help them, and we would like to invest even support them. And thank you so much. And I would like to be touch with you for the learning for probability and potentiality to deploy some people to training over there. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajuji. Thank you. Since you brought up the topic of vertical farming in turmeric, if it was because with my 21 years experience in this field, I would have long back been in vertical farming of turmeric if I knew that it works. So, so my ardent request to all of you is, don't get carried away by all these kind of things, because people do not realize that plants need a lot of light and need a lot of what you call circulation of air and so many different things. So I know vertical farming in India started with 11 and 12 layers, and now it has come to 6 layers. Slowly, finally it might become single layer, which I'm already doing today. So if you can make good money doing horizontal farming, why would you spend so many crores of rupees? And yeah, well, if it is proven, and if somebody can show you a P&L or a balance sheet where actual money has come in, yeah, maybe you can go for it. But to be honest with you, I don't buy into it. And Rajiv knows it very well, and Vinay knows it, and so many, because I get a lot of people who come to me and say, so vertical farming, what you can do in 100 acres, you can do in 1 acre. I said, okay, you go for it. Try in 10 square feet, set up a small unit and see what you get. So anyway, I leave that part to people. But
Thank you so much, sir, for clarification. Also, that my query, which is inherent, I was looking for. Thank you.
see, there are some things, yes, you can do vertically, like leafy vegetables and that. But again, if you think about it, plants need a lot of light, and there are so many issues out there. It's not as easy as it looks. And people say indoor में करेंगे, warehouse के अंदर बनाएंगे, light लाएंगे, LED लगाएंगे. अरे इंडिया में God has given 10.5 hours average sunlight. No country gets that kind of sunlight. And इधर सब लोग LED के पीछे energy cost इतना high है and AC चलाएंगे. How can you do farming like that? You see, इंडिया में क्या है, जो लाल है टमाटर है. अगर आप जाके बोलेंगे किसी को मैंने पाइप में बनाया या मैंने पंप लगाया, मैंने ये किया, who cares? Nobody cares. The fact is, India is a price conscious country. Don't tell them the science behind it. Tell them that this is clean and good for your health and show them certificate in the lab. Then people will buy your product. But remember, India is a price conscious country. So understand that from that angle and keep that in mind, all of you.
CV sir.
Correct.
My name is Kuldeep Verma. I'm from Bikaner, Rajasthan.
I've been there.
You've been there, okay. Yes, I have few questions. As you said, it's a soilless farming. So do we need which form of like soil or sand we need to have it for the plants? Second question, can I do this farming in Rajasthan? The place's name is Bikaner. You know, the water, it is little bit different than other. It's a little bit salty over there. And you know, soil is just a desert. I have around 4 to 5 acre of land, which I bought it around 4-5 years, but you know, I couldn't do anything because I live out of country. And thing is that given to my farmer, I just grow the routine crop, which is mott, till, and gawar and all those things. So as sooner I'm going to plan to shift to India, and I have a mindset that I will start my own farming. And yes, I was reading about haldi, which in turn gives a good return. So can I grow it in Bikaner?
Yes, you can.
How much water I need to have it for? Because you know, presently I don't have a tube well because the water depth, which is around 600 feet over there. So I didn't do that tube well. So presently the farmer, what he's doing based on the, you know, routine ka jo barish pe pani pe hota hai kheti, he does that. And I wanted to have a professional and a systematic farming over there.
Right. Yeah, but
so can I, one more question, can I visit a nearby farm which is close to Rajasthan anywhere?
You see, we have already come to the point where most of them are in the point of harvest. So turmeric and ginger, by the time it reaches harvest, all the leaves are literally dead. And it's, you know, everything is, all the leaves are brown and fallen down. So I don't know what you will be able to, you won't be able to see a green crop as such. But yes, if there is some harvesting going on, and at that time, if you're there, some of my growers might be happy to show you how they do the harvest, kitna harvest are, what the quality is. And Rajiv has also got lots of pictures, videos, and all he'll share with all of you about, you know, our own R&D and how we have harvested both ginger and turmeric. My only thing, Kuldeep ji, is that don't start with 4 and 5 acres straight away. I would suggest that you start small and learn properly, get a hang of how things are done. And then after a first cycle or one crop, then you can slowly increase the scale. But don't jump straight away into large format straight away without, because soilless agriculture is not rocket science, but it's definitely a very perfect science. That's the reason why we ask people to get into the growers group or the learners group, so that you can watch my videos, my teaching. And I teach in a very simple manner. So I don't use any jargon and stuff. I teach people in a very simple kindergarten method. Okay. So keep that in mind, Kuldeep ji. And if you have any questions, you are most welcome to come back.
Is there any like, you know, farm close to Rajasthan or anywhere in Rajasthan?
Rajasthan, there is no farm. I think Gujarat mein we had one, Deepak Gohil, but he is in Ahmedabad, that area. Yeah.
Ahmedabad is okay. It's nearby to you.
Yeah, but we have to check what Deepak is doing, because Deepak is a big businessman and he has many other things that he does. So some of the students, you know, they keep in touch regularly, some don't. So I haven't heard from Deepak for a while, but we can check what is happening with him. And
please.
if he's happy to show you his little 500 or 1,000 square feet farm, he'll definitely be happy to show it to you. Otherwise, when you're in India, you're most welcome. I'll be starting this year again, I'll be doing more R&D on different varieties of turmeric and ginger. You're most welcome to visit us at Bangalore and see what we do. No problem.
All right, noted, sir. Thank you very much.
We'll be having a boot camp in April. That is the time when we are closing further to the turmeric growing season, seeding season. So you are most welcome to join in at that point in time.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. This is Mukesh here.
Hello,
Very
Mukesh.
inspiring, sir, your story, and I've seen your videos and all. Sir, I live in Bangalore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I visit your farm, and which is near Hebbal, right?
Hesarghatta Main Road, near Saptagiri Engineering College.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
I would love to do at a 500 square feet area, sir.
Yeah, just contact Rajiv and he will make it all. He'll give you all the information, how to join in, everything, whatever you need. And like I said, for growers and for those who want to join the Watch and Learn group, I conduct the boot camp only for one reason, because I want everyone to see how we sanitize the rhizomes, how they are put into the cocoa peat, all kinds of things. So we normally do a 4-day program, and that is free for all the growers and those who are on the Watch and Learn program. You're most welcome. You can come and spend any amount of time, any time of the year, any number of days you like with my students who are doing the 90-day other program. You're most welcome anytime. There's no limit. You're most welcome to come learn. It's all up to you.
To be honest, actually, me and my wife want to dedicate ourselves to agriculture and take it forward.
Sure.
Actually, I live in Saudi Arabia, but my wife stays in India, in Bangalore.
Okay.
So we thought we'll start our journey instead of retirement at 55. We thought we'll start our journey at 40 so that we have the energy to sustain in agriculture.
I'm 59. I'm still a teenager.
Yes, sir.
Rajiv and Vinay can tell you about it.
No doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, now one small doubt, sir. Is that the turmeric we grow in 9 months, after we grow, is it saleable immediately at 9 months?
Yeah, after 9 months it is saleable. Yes, definitely. Why not? Of course.
Okay.
Yes. See,
so I can make my...
yeah, go ahead.
My return on investment will be after 9 months, right, sir?
Yeah, because that crop is 9-month crop, no?
Okay.
And unless it goes through that entire 9 months, it will be like getting a premature baby. Then you have to put it in the incubator.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole idea of this whole Mission Turmeric is to take you through the small step by step so that you don't falter anywhere. You learn in a simple manner without spending too much money in the beginning, because a lot of people jump into things by looking at Excel sheets. Now, agriculture cannot be done on an Excel sheet. What you do on ground is very different, you know.
Correct.
The plant behavior is different. In the morning, it's different. In the afternoon, it's different in the evening. And Vinay can tell you about it, my Tumkur client.
I would love to visit Vinay's farm also, if he's okay.
You talk to Vinay, and poor guy, he had to take, 2 months he was not able to give much attention to his farm because his daughter was not well. We prayed for his daughter, and she's much better. And and Vinay has done a great job. He moved. He's basically one of a genius electrical engineers, electronics engineer, and he can design anything under the sun. but he's moved away, and he's moved from Bangalore to Tumkur. He stays with his wife and child on the farm, and they all run the farm. It's really amazing.
It would be great, Vinay, if you can give me the opportunity to visit.
Vinay is a great inspiration.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anytime we can.
So all of you can have a word with Vinay. He's on this group as well. So Rajiv, you can put Vinay on this new group also.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Anybody has any questions? I'm only happy to answer.
Please proceed.
Yeah, somebody wanted to ask questions?
Yeah, this is Jatinder, sir. Hello, Chivi, sir.
Hello, Jatinder.
Yeah, I am from Uttar Pradesh, actually.
Okay.
And I also wanted to get into it. I already have my land available because I am from a farming background, although currently I am working in IT. But eventually I want to switch to this techno farming, and I'm very fascinated with this.
Right.
Right. So, sir, my question is regarding the market. So, like the examples you gave, people are there in whom to sell to, right? So,
Right.
is there a market in Uttar Pradesh as well? I mean, you are aware of? Are there any buyers available here, or most of the market is on towards the south of the country?
No. See, West Bengal, Orissa, Assam, Meghalaya, these all areas they grow turmeric, including some parts of South India like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Erode. So there are pockets where people are growing. But the beauty of our Mission Turmeric is that we have been able to grow turmeric in areas where turmeric was never grown. So yeah, so you first have to produce a good product, and then you definitely will have a market. I mean, Uttar Pradesh is a state with 23 crore people. I mean, you can imagine the market. It's not just about curcumin, Jatinder ji. It is more about you can do so many other things, post processing. Like I mentioned, it could be turmeric powder, it could be pickles, it could be beverages, it could be anything. So you just have to, like I always say, a tomato ketchup, when you buy a bottle of ketchup, you pay almost 80 to 100 rupees for a small bottle. Now, actually, they actually use the worst tomatoes from the market. They crush it and pulp it and make it and give it to you with some sugar, and you think it's so tasty. But imagine, एक रुपए में भी नहीं मिलता. I mean, they buy it not even for 50 paisa kilo, and they make so much money on it. So post processing is where the money is actually.
Okay.
And India is a large market. If you do the things right, you will definitely have a market.
Yeah. All right.
And I'll guide you.
Sure. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. I would like to intervene here and to request people to let people who raised hands to ask their questions. So I'm going to reach out to Subhash ji. If you have questions, please unmute and ask. Maybe he's on mute. Subhash ji, can you hear me? Okay, I'll move on to next one. Raju Makadia ji, do you have a question? I see your raised hands. Okay. Ayush ji, you can proceed.
Hi, I wanted to know actually what is the profit per acre for turmeric cultivation?
Profit per acre. Now, profit per acre is a very hard question to answer, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do with the turmeric that you harvest? Are you going to sell it as a raw material, as wet rhizome, or are you going to be selling it after curcumin extraction, or are you going to be selling it as post-processed
dry rhizome?
So I was just showing you an Excel sheet a little while ago. I've just mentioned some rough yields, medium yield, highest yield for different, quarter acre, half acre, and stuff like that. So we have somebody's mic is So the thing is that, yes, so when Rajiv shares that Excel sheet with you, you will see some rough yield possibilities, and also buyback. We have a seed supplier who's willing to buy back, and his prices are also given. But I must also tell you all once a very interesting thing, that even wet rhizome, if it is sold just as a raw material, you may not make much money. But if you were to sell raw rhizome as a seed rhizome, you can make much more money, because everybody thinks that raw rhizome has no value. But if you can sell, like I said, this year I have so much of rhizomes. I have Vinay, who's going to be at least hitting about 50 tons, 40 tons of per in his farm. All that, if he sells as seed, he's going to be buying his next Mercedes Benz. What I'm saying is that it all depends, Ayush, on what to which market you sell, what product you sell. So it's very important that you first produce a good quality turmeric in the first place, and there are markets for different offerings. So it's very hard to say how much money can be made, because it's, like I said, it's very hard to put a pin on it and say this is what you'll make. But yes, with the kind of yields that we have achieved and what you can achieve using my help and standard operating procedures, you should be able to do a good job, provided you start on time and do do things at the right time. I'll also be happy to share something called a schedule and timeline Excel sheet with all of you, which will generally give you an idea if you really want to get into it. What are the timelines? So it starts with day 1 to day D plus 270. That's the last day when you harvest your turmeric. So I'll be happy, Ayush, if you want. Rajiv will also share it with the entire group. Please be on the WhatsApp group so that he can share it. Just remind him, and he'll be happy to share any and more information that you need.
So the best option would be obviously selling it as maybe processing it, but if I don't want to get into processing, then selling it as dry rhizome would be advisable, right?
Yeah, dry. So you dry it. When you dry it, obviously the weight comes down. But then, yeah, you can dry it and sell it as dry rhizome, or you can even post-process it and make it into turmeric powder if you like. For the culinary industry, they'll be very happy to buy clean.
And 1 acre will produce how much of dry rhizome? Like if we dry it approximately, like.
That's what I said. Depending on the variety of turmeric that you grow, there's something called wet to dry recovery ratio. That means if you get 100 kilos of wet rhizome, you can get 18 kg to 22 kg, depending on variety. You can get dried material.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subhash ji. If you can hear me,
Okay. Thank you, Rajiv ji.
Subhash ji, I think you have 2 devices open, and that is why we have the echo. You'll have to mute one of the devices.
Correct.
Okay. I'll mute. Okay.
Now it is better. You can speak now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and maybe for CV sir, it may be good morning. I am also colleague of Mr. Raju Makadia, who just spoke a few minutes before. We are working on the same project for about 6 years in Abu Dhabi, and I came here in India last year. Basically, we are the farmers. So we have got. We used to grow the sugarcane, wheat, and gram, and jowar, and bajra, whatever wheat, everything. Now, since it was the right advice by Mr. Rajiv ji, just I wanted to thank him in front of you, that I was also thinking of going a little bit in bigger scale right in the beginning, but he advised me, go for the pilot project and then you learn. And I followed that. I'm very, very happy, very comfortable with him. Another point I wanted to mention, which you just referred to that, well, we also have started with vertical farming of this turmeric by some other company. Well, I have to experience the other part of it. So we'll wait and definitely share my experiences about that also. But this is what I really feel. This is the very good for all the community. Anyone can afford this, and this is how I will go. We got enough land here to go on practicing and even increasing the area. I am from Ahmednagar district of Maharashtra, which is about 300 kilometers from Mumbai, you can say. So I send the location to Rajiv ji also. And again, it's just to express my thanks to Rajiv ji for nicely guiding me, and of course by you. I mean, you are the pillar for all information for all of us, and definitely this is the way we should do the farming henceforth, I feel. And I am indirectly promoting all my farmers, all my village people to go for something together. Sometimes it becomes difficult for them to go ahead with a solo. So even I was discussing with Mr. Raju Makadia, who spoke to you, that you should go in the group, so that so many people are together and they can face the problems together, and they can get the yield together. So thank you very much, and all good wishes to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Subhash Tekliji, and also all of you here. We must all welcome Subhash ji and Raju ji. They have joined the the growers group even before this meeting, and we welcome you on board in your learning of what I think you've chosen 1,000 square feet, if I'm not wrong, correct?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah. So you are assured of all the help, and we are here to help you. And do communicate regularly, because that is the most important thing in this whole thing. I my ability to help you is based upon how much you trouble me. So if you trouble me all the time, I'll be able to give you more information all the time. But if you, I sometimes find some of my growers, they come to me once in a month and say, "Sir, ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया." Then I ask him, "तू सो रहा था क्या अभी तक? मैं नहीं था क्या?" I'm here. So when I'm here, you make use of me. That's what I keep telling everybody. I'm here, and this is a life dedicated to farming and dedicated for people. I have lived my life. I'm already running 60, and I want to make 500 good farmers before I go from here. So use me nicely, make use of me. I keep telling people, as much as you communicate with me, the more I can help you. And I my challenge to others is I hope you will communicate more than me. And I keep asking, I keep pushing people, tell me what's happening, tell me what's happening. This is a regular thing that I do because I'm interested in your doing better and becoming modern farmers and making money. Ultimately, people say there's no money in farming, but I want to turn that around, and that has been my mission for so many years. Thank you, Subhashji, and welcome to the Growers Group. Thank you very, very much, and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subhashji. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank
Gulshan
you.
Kumarji,
Thank you, Ranjit.
you can proceed.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, CV sir.
Good
Good afternoon,
afternoon.
Rajeev. Sir, I've been following you since last 4 5 months. I've watched numerous videos of yours. In fact, I wrote a mail to you also month back, where you have redirected me to Rajeev. I think you were in Australia. You are still in Australia right now. So I got a chance to talk to Rajeev. Uh, Sir, I'm in corporate work since 12 years, and now I wish to switch and uh, dedicate my life towards agriculture. And pandemic
Right.
was the triggering time, which made me realize this even in a deeper way. Uh, the thing is that right now I'm in Chennai. I'm based out of Lucknow, and I'm going to start all this in Mumbai. And I've already acquired 2 acres of land in a place nearby Mumbai, which is Mahad. Uh,
Mahad.
yeah, so there I have already acquired 2 acres of land, and I'm in progress of acquiring a few more pockets over there, land pockets over there. But again, as I got to know that before starting on jumping onto the commercial project, I have to learn this thing thoroughly so that it doesn't propagate into some mistake on those huge lands. So I wish to know that, sir, about your this 3 months project where I can come on site and learn, because that
Yeah,
is what I feel very important. Learning agriculture, learning through videos, and I personally find it very tough. So still the time I don't get on to that thing, I don't think I can learn on these things.
you
So
see, Gulshan, it is like trying to be a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force by learning it on YouTube.
exactly, sir. True, very
Yeah.
true.
So problem I face with or I hear from people is that they have a corporate job, they don't find time to take 3 months and come and learn with me. But then there are some great guys who have actually chucked their job and said to hell with it and come for
My
three
plan is
months.
like this only.
Yeah, but you can't keep your feet in two boats, as they
True,
say.
true. That is
So if you really want to learn, my 90-day program is out of the world. You'll not only learn turmeric and ginger, you'll learn 40 different other crops. You'll learn leafy vegetables, you'll learn root vegetables, you'll learn vine crops like tomato, cucumber, capsicum, and so many different things.
yes.
So yeah, so it's nice if you can learn. And my teaching is a practical training program for 90 days. There's no holidays, there's nothing. Every day you have to work for 90 days. And if a person can work full 90 days without taking a single day break and spends all his time with the plants, I see no reason. I've trained more than 150 students so far in my 3-month training program. And all those who have done their 90 days continuously, it's been hard. I won't say no, because I'm a hard taskmaster. And being a ex-military man, I'm very strict about how
So I've
people
been
learn.
telling
But
to my family the same thing, that when I have to join first camp, then I'll be placing my family in Mumbai.
Yeah. No, I get a lot of people, Gulshanji. I get a lot of people who I had a lady from Dubai who came all the way to India for 3 months. She's an Indian and she's been living in Dubai from her childhood, I think. And she came leaving her daughter behind and her father behind, parents behind. She spent 3 months, but she went back with so much of fundamentals right because people think agriculture is it's a push button technology. It's not like that. They're living things. Would you it's like bringing up your child like as if it's a robot. So plants have feelings, plants are plants, they're like children, and the more you be with them, the more you observe them and take action on time. And soilless agriculture khas karke kya hai, it is a bit unforgiving agriculture because you are doing things in a way where the plants are so dependent on you. But if you can hear their voices and take action on time, the plants just give you amazing result. Why do you think that I got 8.13 kilograms in a grow bag? That was because during COVID, sab chale gaye bache log. I had all the time in the world, and I was always with the turmeric.
क्या
So
बात
that's
करते
how.
हैं प्लांट से, ऐसा मैंने के वीडियो में ही सुना है.
Yeah. So that's how you get it. See, there has to be a connection. If you do it very artificially, obviously you'll get those kind of results. But if you do it with pyar se karo, or you should have that jignas, to learn more and more, ask questions. Like I tell my student, trouble me as much as you want. I'm here to be troubled. But at the same time, in my 90-day course, I don't do spoon feeding. I make my students to think. I ask them to think, put the science behind it, understand what could have gone wrong, because agriculture is not an art, it's a science, and it's a perfect science. So one has to understand that, and in those 90 days people learn. So if you're interested in a 90-day program, Gulshan, you can talk to Rajiv, and Rajiv will tell you all the details, no problem.
Sure,
You're and also we don't conduct batches of 90-day program, no batches. A person can join any day in the 365 days of the year.
Okay.
He can join in the midnight, he can come at 1 in the morning, but moment he comes, he'll be given some 20 to 30 different types of seeds, and first thing I'll make you do is to plant seeds, because the biggest failure happens in seeding itself. So that's where we begin your journey.
So sir, when are you coming down to India?
Yeah, God willing, I should be back on 17th early morning at Bangalore.
Oh, great. Because that is where I was telling Rajiv the same thing, that since right now I'm in Chennai.
Yeah.
I was just planning to visit Bangalore then only, just 2 months back.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome.
Now when you'll be here, so possibly by this end of Feb, I'll be meeting you in person.
We have on this meeting a young boy called Haldrak Sharma. He is also just about to join the day I arrive. So he should also be coming to join us for the 90-day program. Welcome, Rudraksh, and I'm happy that you'll be my student.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Looking forward to meet you, CV sir. You're a true inspiration, and I find you very, very energetic, and a lot of positive vibes come from you. So some indirect before meeting you, some sort of connection has happened. Looking forward to meet you in person.
Yeah, I'm here for all of you, and the more you can make use of me, please do, because I'm here only to contribute. There's nothing I have to take from here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, CV sir.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Gulshanji. Rudraksh, you're up next.
Hello, sir. This is Rudraksh.
Hi, Rudraksh.
Sir, apart from the great journey that you've been experiencing in agriculture, so there are many tough phases also that you might have experienced while growing turmeric and other crops. Sir, in general, just to be specific about turmeric, what are issues that you face other than logistics during the cycle? I wanted to know that, and also want to know about your experience about ginger. Sir.
Rudraksh, to be honest with you, turmeric and ginger is not new to me. I mean, in my 21 years, I've grown both these crops, but I never did it like an R&D kind of a thing, because I've grown close to 80 different types of crops in my lifetime. Only now I did ginger R&D for a company many years back in Dharwad, Karnataka. It was an excellent experience. And well, like I said, it's not just turmeric and ginger. Every plant has its own needs. Like one plant may say I need 4 hours of sunlight a day. Another plant may say I need 8 hours. Some other plant may say I need 10 to 12 hours of continuous sunlight if possible. So light is common for all plants. Humidity is also common as a factor. So how much of light, how much of humidity, how much of temperature, that is different for different plants. So every plant has a cultural practice and a package of practices. So you first, when you grow any crop, and that's what you'll be learning at my training center when you join soon, you will be asked to go through the package of practices for different crops. We have various data on that at the training center. So you'll have to understand. So during the 90 days, what happens is you will be able to understand that this crop is different from the other crop in the sense this needs less light, it needs more light, it needs more khana, it asks for more water. Like ginger and turmeric, they're like Labrador dogs. I don't know how many of you have Labradors. You must have seen when you feed a Labrador, you as much as you feed, it'll keep eating. It doesn't know when to stop. So ginger and turmeric are like that. They're very hungry. They keep on eating. So but some plants don't like too much of food. Some plants need more water. So it all depends. So that's what happens in my 90-day program. You learn 30-40 different kinds of crops. You get a very good understanding of how plants behave, and it's a practical experience. I don't waste my time in unnecessary theory and things. And it's a tinkering lab, if you can call it, or a kindergarten for soilless growers.
Yes.
And I teach you in a very simple manner. Like I said, I don't use any jargon and I don't use any technical big words. I just teach you like small children. And that's more than enough, because farmers are not supposed to be scientists, and scientists don't become farmers. So I teach you in that way. And any help that you need, I'm always there. My 24 hours is available to students. I'm a bachelor, so there's no problem. I live only a kilometer away, and my students also come home, have khana with me. We all have these regular meetings. So we build families of farmers. That's, if I can say in short.
Great, sir. Looking forward to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And all of you are welcome. All of you are welcome to Bangalore. Please come anytime you feel you want to meet me or talk to me, see what's happening. I'm always there for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rudrakshji. Rajuji, do you have a question? I see your raised hand.
Yeah, sorry to again raise point. Thank you so much, sir. And actually, what you're doing, I'm doing in my sector currently for the training of, I'm a project control professional in oil and gas sector, and giving free of classes to the newcomers or students to grow there. And I'm really keen for that, who really wants to learn more in the farming. And I will feel myself to get 3 months if I'll get time to take the leave and come to see you and meet and learn personally. And currently I am doing the project here as a financial advisor also, because I got training, and I would like to, people who are Indians here, they have a lot of monies here for the investment point of view. Instead of investing into finance sector, real estate and that, I would love to people try and engage into the farming sector, help to the farmers existing in India, and the invest into that sector. And I'm really would like to taking as a project to help investor as well as the farmers. And so I would like to more touch with you and get more details about the project and that to help people.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sir.
Thank you, Rajiji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Babulal Shiradana ji.
Any question?
Do you have any question? Okay, Shilpa ji, please proceed.
Namaste, sir. Myself Shilpa from Bangalore.
Hello, Shilpa ji.
Thank you for the course and thank you for the session. Just I wanted to know is the 90 days course will include this turmeric course also, or should I start with the 500 square feet of the place?
See, 90-day course is actually a course where I mentioned just about 5 minutes back. You learn almost 30 to 40, maybe 50 crops, different crops, how to grow leafy vegetables, vine crops, root crops. So root crops may beetroot, carrot, all these kind of things also come in. So the planting of turmeric and ginger will be happening somewhere, in my case, mid-April. So that is a 9-month crop. So if you feel that you would like to first learn fundamentals of plants and other things, you're most welcome to join the 90-day program. And after the 90-day program, and since you're from Bangalore, it makes it more easy for you. You can come all the time whenever you get time and keep following up with the crop, the turmeric and the ginger crop as well. You don't have to pay anything extra at all. We have a policy at my company. A student who comes for a 3-month program, after 3 months, if he feels that or seekna hai, he can stay 1 more year there free of cost and learn. I don't stop them. But I want that students, when they leave, they should leave happy that, yes, I got my fundamentals right. So you pay me only once, and that's the end of story. So
Noted, sir.
I
Thank
can't
you.
be fairer than that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem, Shilpali.
So for that, the 9 months course.
Pardon?
So, no, about the ginger and the turmeric. So as to go from so as to grow that, because I won't be having any knowledge of that. So for
Right.
that, you will be supporting. I have to start in a small piece of area, right?
Yeah. We normally ask you to start in either a 500 square feet area or 100,000 square feet in a small way. And that package Rajiv will share with you. Just talk to Rajiv. He'll share with you that package. And you can join that package and be a part of, like just now you heard Subhash Tekleji was speaking. Yeah, he's
Correct.
just joined as even before this meeting, he joined as a in the growers group of 2022. So like that, if you want, you can join that, and you want to learn turmeric and ginger specifically, you can come in straight away as a grower in the grower group. Rajiv will give you the information, and you're most welcome.
Noted, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Babulalji, please proceed.
Thank you, sir. Prakash, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
I just
Babulal.
had one question. We found one market fit for the raw haldi. So just wanted to check, would it be possible that we get this crop throughout the year? Is that a possibility that you see?
See, turmeric, as I said, is a 9-month crop, and every crop has a certain time, a cycle. That cycle starts for different crops at different times of the year. It's like if you want to grow broccoli grows well in winter time. It's a winter season crop. So similarly, turmeric and ginger, you can grow in its normal cycle time. That means it starts somewhere around first week of May, and you end up by around end of January, you start harvesting. So if you don't catch the crop or you don't seed the crop on time, what will happen is it won't go through those seasons. And turmeric and ginger, khas karke, they go through 3 seasons. One, it goes through the entire summer season, then it goes through 4 months of rainy season, and then it goes through a bit of the initial part of the winter season. So you got to ensure that. But if you're talking of growing turmeric throughout the year, well, what happens is after January, after the end of 9 months, your entire turmeric rhizomes go into dormancy. That means they won't grow any further. So planting on time and harvesting on time. So if you do the right thing in these 9 months, because see, you must remember that in January, suppose 9 month is over, you need to harvest, you need to clean it, if you're going to dry it, you need to dry it. You got a lot of work before the next crop. So you do need that small interval in between, because after the 9th month, you're also looking at the marketing side, getting ready for the next season. So everything has to be planned in that way. But to growing 12 months of the year, to be honest with you, February, March, April, kuch nahi hone wala hai. The rhizome will remain as they are. They are not going to grow further than that. So it's actually a waste of time and effort to try and grow it beyond its season. So 9 months is normal, and I would suggest that you go with the crop cycle.
Okay. Thank you, Prakash.
No problem.
Thank you. Vikramji, please proceed with your question.
Good evening, CV sir.
Good evening.
This is Vikram here. I'm from Tenkashi, South Tamil Nadu, sir.
Welcome.
In my area, April, May, June, Adi season is extremely windy.
Okay.
Does it affect? Will it affect?
Turmeric and ginger.
Windy. Aale tooki podo mari.
No problem. That is why you have a shade net house, which is covered on the sides with insect screens and things like that. So you just need to build a robust shade net house, and which Normally a shade net or a poly house, as we call, are supposed to withstand up to 120, 130 kilometer per hour wind speed. Okay.
It has to be done
Yeah.
professionally.
Yeah, of course. And you might have seen people grow tall trees on the windward side. Normally they grow tall trees to act as wind breakers so that they don't put much stress on the structures. Definitely you can grow, there's no problem. See, turmeric and ginger normally grows in the soil and it grows through 9 months in the open, complete open. They go through all the vagaries of the weather. So there's no problem. You can definitely grow.
Okay.
I'll help you with that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Looking forward, sir. I want to
Sure.
start off with 1,000 square feet and then slowly go
Yes.
to 1 acre farm.
That is what I advise to everybody. Don't do something very big suddenly.
Yes.
Go small and you learn nicely. Put all your effort. You will definitely be ready for 2023 to do some, again, not very big, but at least a bigger pilot project commercially.
Thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vikramji. Ritesh Saxena ji, please proceed.
Hello.
Hello, Ritesh.
Yeah, hi. Hi, sir. Hi, how are you all good?
I'm good. No complaints.
Great. So I am Ritesh from Delhi. My question is that is it possible to grow turmeric and ginger both in the high mountain, like high Himalayan mountain regions where the temperatures can go as low as -15, -20 at a time?
See, turmeric and ginger are, to be honest with you, they like warmth or little bit of high temperature along with a little bit of humidity. They love humidity. They like hot and humid, and they like to grow in shaded conditions. That means they like to grow under a shade. Having said that, if you're talking of -20, it depends on what time of the year do you get this kind of temperature.
It's in winters, like
Which months?
Winter months, like it starts from October, minus temperature ranges starts from October and goes till April.
Oh, so you get minus temperatures in October itself.
Yes.
So that is a little hard because moment the temperatures drop below 8 degrees, rather, to be honest with you, turmeric and ginger love to grow anywhere between 20 to 35 degrees ideally, but we have grown even in Noida where the temperature goes to 45 degrees. We have a student of mine in the growers group, Sonuji. So, but your area, if you're talking of such very extreme temperatures, I would suggest not to do it there.
So greenhouse will not do anything. Like if we put some greenhouse, then there might be temperature differences inside a greenhouse rather than outside.
Yes, you can, but then you have to understand that there are so many. You have to heat up the greenhouse. You'll have to trap the heat. You can do one thing, but again, -20 is really cold. Because I was in Russia when I was in the Navy, and I was in Latvia, Riga, where it is to touch -51. So yeah, so I know how extreme those temperatures can be. What will happen is the plants go into dormancy. You know, they don't grow. Their growth gets stopped when the temperatures are so low. They basically try to conserve energy. In the process, they don't grow. So my suggestion to you would be not to grow in such cold places because it is a bit hard.
Okay.
You choose, even Himachal is okay, but definitely not the Ladakh kind or Leh and all that where it gets really cold.
Yeah, these -20 temperatures usually are in January, February, and then they start to come down by March, April.
Correct.
October also usually it is not below -5. So -5 in a greenhouse can be doable, but I'm not sure whether that 9-month cycle is good enough.
No, not that. -5 itself will interfere with the growth of the plants.
Okay.
Yeah. So it may not give you the result that you want. That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Sure. Thank you so much.
No problem, Ritesh.
Thank
You can do elsewhere. You can do in some other place which is slightly more warmer. You can come down a few latitudes and you can try. There's no problem.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Hi, Shivi sir. Just out of a box question. If I have a 3 balconies which is equal to 500 square feet, can I start there?
Okay.
3 balconies which is 500 square feet. in total area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we start Haldi Hadrat there, sir?
I mean, I know you have these balconies, but also we need sunlight, right?
There is sunlight, sir.
There is enough sunlight
Yeah, there is enough sunlight.
on all the balconies.
Yes.
Maybe I'll need to know more about your balconies, and if you can send me some pictures and tell me the direction and things like that, it might help me a little more to guide you correctly, Mukesh.
Okay. Or sir, if I have a terrace which is like
terrace,
shaded all the time.
Yeah. So terrace shaded, but shaded with what? Is it a hard material?
No, shaded means it's open, sir. Due to the trees which we have, typical hypothetical situation, I'm saying, there's less of sunlight falling on the terrace.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because turmeric generally, I mean, it definitely needs light, but it's a shade-loving plant.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a shade lover. So that is why you might have seen most of the turmeric and ginger, especially grown in Karnataka side, they grow it in between coconut trees and all.
Okay, I'm just trying to bring the cost down, sir. Nothing else.
Yeah, you can, but you must see, Mukesh. One thing is that like I said, Maruti 800 farming is the right way, but at the same time, we should not compromise on some things, because ultimately, see what happens when a plant is growing in the absolute open. It is also susceptible to a lot of pest and disease.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and here what we are saying is not to put a poly house, which is so costly. We have done research inside poly house. We have done in absolute open. We have done in a net house. That is how in 2020 we came to the conclusion that using a shade net, a simple shade net, which will not cost you much money, you can grow it under the shade net, and it grows very well.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, good evening.
Hello.
This
Hello.
is Tridev.
Tridev ji, 1 minute. Tridev ji, please wait. Vivek, Prakash ji would be asking the question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Hello,
Namaskar, Shivi sir. Sir, my name is Vivek. I'm from Bihar. So I want to know, sir, if I join this 90 days program in Bangalore by end of February, so I'll be back by maybe by May last. So will I be able to set up a pilot project of turmeric in June? Will it be right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So it will not be late, no?
No. Once you're there, if you're coming on say 1st March, April, May, okay, so you will be just in time. No problem. You can do it.
Okay, so I'll be able to set up the 500 square feet setup in my hometown. Not a problem.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Vivek.
Thank you, Vivek. Tridev ji, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. This is Tridev. I stay in Bangalore since last 20 years, but originally I'm from Orissa.
Okay.
So I am planning to start 500 square feet on my terrace itself in Bangalore. But one question, I really plan to do something later in Orissa. So doing something, a pilot project in Bangalore and then in Orissa, the climate will be definitely different. So would it be okay to start here and then to there, or what do you suggest?
It's like you drive a particular car and you change to a different car.
That's
the
true.
accelerator, the cable, I mean, all the other controls are quite similar, right? Correct?
Okay.
So you learn in Bangalore, no problem. When you go to Orissa, you will definitely have differences in temperatures and things like that. But you will be able to understand once you've gone through the 500 square feet learning, you will automatically know what to do. So there's no problem at all.
Okay, definitely will be there on the way, right, sir? So
100%.
Okay, thank you, sir. Looking forward to
Yeah,
talk to you sometime.
if you join the
very soon.
growers group, you'll get all the support, all the help, anytime, any place.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's really been exciting. I have been following your story since 4-5 months. It's really exciting. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm going to do a project in Orissa, commercial project of 4.7 acres.
So that's what you said,
Yeah.
Swadhin, right, Mr. Swadhin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Swadhin Naik.
Sir, which area of Orissa, which part of Orissa?
Sundargarh.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is one more possibility he may do in Koraput.
Koraput, okay.
Yeah.
Great, sir. Thank
So
you
when
very
you
much.
go to Orissa, you can meet Swadhin also. And, you know, I want you guys to work together. Basically, like I said, I try to build families of farmers.
For sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries today.
Yeah.
Sagarji, please proceed.
Yeah, hi, Prakash sir, hi.
Hi, Sagar.
Yeah, Sagar from Pune here. I have a land of 15 acres in nearby Pune.
Okay.
I'm mechanical engineer. I want to join your course of 90 days.
Okay.
But is there any possibility that I can work from there?
Yeah, you can.
So right now it's a work from home.
Yeah,
And
you can. See, the best part about my training center in Bangalore, it's right next door to a very big college that is called Saptagiri Engineering and Medical College. So that
okay,
area is full of paying guest accommodation. So all my students who come for the 90-day course, they don't live more than 100 to 200 meters away from the training center.
okay.
So there's no problem. You can definitely continue doing your work and also learn. There's no problem.
Sure, definitely I'm looking for it, and I'll reach out to you soon for this.
Yeah. Just contact Rajiv and Rajiv will be happy to help you, brother.
Sure. That's the plan.
Okay.
Thanks, Prakash sir.
No problem.
Thank you. Sir, I don't see any more raised hands, so I think.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you very much once again, everyone. And Rajiv, again, as usual, he brings up the rear, as we say, does a good job for me. And thanks, Rajiv. You've always been my first lieutenant. And
thank you, sir.
What would I do without you? So all of you who have any more questions and things like that, do join the WhatsApp group. And if you have any things that, like I mentioned, any of the documents or anything that you need to see, Raji will be happy to share it with you on the group. So welcome to our mission, and let's work together to make not only ourselves great, but make a great country. And we are on that path. I can see that we are going to be a great power in years to come. So thank you everyone for coming, and Godspeed, good luck. Have a lovely further evening. And for me here, it is 9:15 at night. And luckily it's been a warm day, so it's been a nice day. And wish you all the best, guys, and see you soon. And any help you need, I'm always there. Don't hesitate. Just have to ask us. Okay? Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you all. Jai Hind, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Take care,
Thank you,
guys.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.